Good morning, wonderful Wednesday, and happy Earth Day. Today we are going to be reading Why Should I Recycle? And we're taking that title and we're answering the question, because the title is a question, through our writing assignment. Why is recycling important? Support your answer with text evidence. Now, I bet that if you were in front of me right now, and I asked you, why is recycling important? You might be able to give me a really good answer. But remember, we don't want to answer something without being able to support it with evidence. Shout out to Nasheem yesterday, because Nasheem not only was able to go back in my video and pull out text evidence, but he also wrote the page number next to his text evidence. That way I could go back in my book and find the answers, and I knew he was right. So, pay close attention. The wonderful thing about today's book, Why Should I Recycle, is that there are page numbers. So just like Nasheem, if you want to go the extra step, you can put your page number, just like we practiced in class, so that I can go back and find your evidence. Why should I recycle? In my family, we recycle our garbage. We return things so they can be used again. We didn't always recycle. We used to throw everything away. On our way to school, we always pass Mr. Jones' house. Mr. Jones is our teacher. One day we saw him putting a special box with cans, bottles, and papers by the gate. What are you doing? This box is for recycling. All these things are taken away and used again, said Mr. Jones. What's recycling? I'll explain at school. In class, Mr. Jones asked us what we did with our trash. We put it in the garbage can. It's just old garbage. Mr. Jones said garbage contain lots of useful things that can be recycled or used again. Why should I recycle? Mr. Jones. Sorry guys, I know there's a glare in today's video. Mr. Jones took the class to a recycling center. It had separate containers for bottles, cans, plastic, clothes, and paper. What do you think happens to all the glass that goes in here? Asked Mr. Jones. It all gets broken down to make new shiny bottles. And guys, what happens to all the cans that go in here? Asked Mr. Jones. They get melted down to make new metal things, such as bikes and scooters. Wow. And what about the paper and plastic that goes in here and here? Mr. Jones asked. The paper gets shredded and used to make new books and comics. All these things come from garbage we just throw away. This plastic can be used to make all kinds of things, including clothes. You might be wearing some, said Mr. Jones, so why waste? Most of the garbage we put in the trash can be, I'm going to start over, guys. I messed up my text. Most of the garbage we put in the trash can gets buried in dumps that spoil the countryside. It's good to recycle as much as you can, said Mr. Jones. What else can we recycle? Clothes, books, and toys that you don't want can all be taken to the secondhand store, explained Mr. Jones. The food we buy at supermarkets comes in packages that can often be used again. Don't waste, Mom. I told Mom and Dad about our trip to the recycling center. Now we buy recycled things at the stores. Recycled paper helps save trees. We always recycle the plastic bags too. We brought our own bags, thanks. We also recycle everything at home. Fruit and vegetable peelings get recycled on our new compost heap. The compost helps my mom's prized vegetables to grow. Now we recycle so much garbage. There's hardly any left to put in the can. Recycling is kind to nature. It saves money and it's fun. Today in our book, we learned about a lot of, today you probably saw some ways that you recycle or that your family has recycled. But I bet you also learned some new ways to recycle and reuse things today. Like how metal and plastic can be made into scooters and bikes. Or how you can use your old food peelings like orange slices to use to grow your garden. I mean, these are new things that we've never talked about before, and unfortunately we can't talk about them in class. But what you can do is do your writing, use the text evidence, post your assignments to ClassDojo. If you do not want to write it but you'd rather say it, you can send me a video of you explaining the answer, and I cannot wait to see your responses. And again, today's challenge, if you can, try writing the page numbers where you found the text evidence, just like Nasheem did. I thought that was a really clever way to show where his evidence came from. All right, you guys have a wonderful Wednesday. Why is recycling important? Support your answer with text evidence. And let's save the world today because it's Earth Day. Take care.